Good morning, everyone. I'm Martha Stokes, and we're back with Microsoft because I have a lot of information to tell you so that you can make more money and not be scammed by news. I'm running around today feeling very much like I should be pulling my hair out or throwing my computer out the window because the news is totally wrong on Microsoft. And we have a flash crash from here all the way down here, and they're blaming overnight investors and with extended hours, causing the stock to crash. Hogwash, hogwash, totally hogwash. And who are the investors? Which group? There's 12 different groups of market participants, not all one herd mentality. A lot of them are learning from me and they're becoming better and better at what they need to do. Semi-professional traders are growing, but they didn't tell the short. After hours are highly illiquid. A lot of times the brokers are filling the orders and making a huge money because everybody else has gone home. The professionals aren't trading after hours, only a small minority of people, and they're highly illiquid. So, yeah, right. Investors caused it. I don't think so. Totally annoying because misinformation causes you to lose money. It gapped down. This is a flash crash caused by HFTs. Early in the morning, they saw that this was going down. Let's go to the 1 second. We're very lucky to have the 1 second with this wonderful trading view. And if we can go back in time to see how the market opened, it just was a straight shot down. Boom, boom. So what we have is no buyers, no buyers, no buyers. HFTs filled the queues with sell short orders. Hedge funds were like, yeah, baby, we can make some real money today because now we have smaller funds VWAP orders pounding away. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this 1 second scale. It's fascinating. You can't trade it. It's way too fast. I've told you before, you can't trade this millisecond or second scale. And this is the 1 second scale. It's not the millisecond scale. There's more. There's lots of trades going on in here by the pros. Okay. So don't listen to the news. What we have here is a situation that is totally misinterpreted by HFT AIs and by other people. First of all, who are investors? It's not one big herd of people all trading the same way. It's all kinds of different groups, market participant groups, trading appropriately for what they intend to do. And we already could see that the fundamentals had dropped to here, right here. These are the fundamentals. This is the level where it should be at. These are the fundamentals of this company. And it said, let's see what it said. It had huge growth. It had 81.3 billion in revenues. Earnings were up, way up. Net income was 38 billion. Microsoft revenues 51. Azure growth 39% up from what it had been. That's massive. Capital expenditure. They're blaming capital expenditure. How stupid do you think we are, folks, that write these retail news things? Capital expenditures are a good thing. And Microsoft and all the other companies have plenty of capital reserves and money to spend because they've been making a lot of money. So we have a capital expenditure. That's a good thing. That's not a negative. That's a good thing because they are investing in their company. They're not just doing buybacks, they're investing in their company. And all these big, huge monster AI companies that are they're not really competing against each other because they're very different in what they offer. But they are building infrastructure, and that's a good thing. So that's why the fundamentals are right here and not up here, because back in these 2 quarters, the dark pools were informed by the CEO when they sent their analysts out to chit chat with the CEO and CFO, and they said, yes, we're going to be building infrastructure. And then I said, okay, well, we're going to have a couple of quarters where the fundamentals will dip a little because they're building infrastructure. They don't build infrastructure in 3 months like you build a cheap house that's going to fall apart in 10 years. They build infrastructure to last, and it takes time. So, and the dark pools are not worried. They're not rotating out. They're not selling. They're holding strong. They're going, yeah, we know where the fundamentals are, and maybe we'll find that, oh, well, let's just wait and see how low the small funds dump this stock. And it's going to be super bargain price right in here. if it goes any further, but it looks like there's a lot of mishmash going on the second scale when we look at intraday. So there's just a lot of small lot VWAP orders. HFTs and hedge funds said, yay, we're going to make a lot of money today because we have this retail news that's telling everybody to sell Microsoft. Stupid. This is a flash crash. This is a flash crash, and flash crashes are down, big gap downs on misinformation or non-event things. They're already building their infrastructure, and they've been building it all last quarter or even before that. The price has been adjusted out beautifully. So what do you do? Do you sell? Were you ready? I warned. I said, hey, this could go gap down because all the pros were getting out. This is a pro trader's run. They started here, they nudge it, and then you and other retail and mostly smaller funds drive the price up, and then the pro traders go, oh, okay, we don't trust high frequency traders, AI, it's stupid. And we don't trust the hedge funds, so we're going to get out here with our profits. Okay? So, and they're probably selling short because the pro traders can sell short on the millisecond scale or the second scale. It's very hard for you to trade that. So they're making lots of money. Dark pools are going, let's sit back and see just how deep this can go. We can get more shares of stock of Microsoft because we know that in another two or three quarters or less, that the infrastructure will be in place, and then we'll have this next phase of huge growth of AI later this year. So what do? Do you run and try to sell short? You can't sell short this stock because it's got a support level. So what do? Well, I would recommend that you put it on a watch list if you can afford this expensive stock. It's very pricey. But this is a good example. If you can't afford it, this is an excellent example for you to put away and tuck away and say, okay, I'm going to learn from Martha. I'm going to understand what she's trying to say here, even though she talks a million miles a minute. A flash crash is a non-event or an overreaction by HFT AI, and it will move back up. So there will be swing trading opportunities or platform position trading opportunities in the future over time. Infrastructure isn't done in a day. It takes months to years. And after they build it, then they're going to have this AI explosion, because while they're building the infrastructure, they're also improving their AI. So it'll have this next phase growth for small businesses, which desperately need Copilot. It's a great one for small businesses, and a lot of average people are just playing around with it, having a whole lot of fun, but that's okay. So what this is called a watch list stock because it is undervalued now. It's being sold down when it should have stayed in this sideways for fundamental level zone. So it's going to truck right on back up there because you have dark pools will go, this is a bargain price for this stock. And I know that once this stock keeps going, we should probably accumulate a bit more, because in a couple of months to a few months or later on this year, it is going to have another growth spurt. We're in a great bull market, folks, and you are acting like it's the end of the world. AI bubble, throw it out the window. Understand what's going on. This is a normal, natural, and the expenditures aren't that high. And it adds assets to the company. Their balance sheet is growing. It is not a negative, it's a positive. So you're getting all this garbage information, garbage in, garbage out. You wonder why you can't make a lot of money in the market? Because you listen to this garbage. Please, please stop listening to the garbage. This is a pricey stock. This is an example of a flash crash. This is an example of HFTs and hedge funds taking advantage of small funds managers doing stupid. They don't understand the market. They have no clue. Don't follow the small funds. And there are all those guys that are on on YouTube and all the other TikTok and all the other places talking as if they really know what they're doing. They have no idea. They've never looked at charts. Okay, so that's my topic of the day. Uh, Trade wisely, learn from what I say, because what I say is factual. It's not this imaginary investors or herd mentality doing this or that. It is reality. So when you see a flash crash on a stock, set it aside on a watch list. I'm Martha Stokes, and that's the topic for today.